Today's Spotlight on Naperville is brought to you in part by Welcome back to Spotlight on Naperville. I'm Nancy Wearsome, and we're going to turn our attention to Naper Settlement, and we're so ready for this season that just opened, right?
Yes.
Debbie Grinnell is the Vice President of Museum Services, so always a pleasure to see you.
Nice to see you, Nancy.
Donna DeFalco is back. Good to see you, Marketing and Sales Representative. So good to see you. And Amanda Fehrenbacher, Special Events Coordinator. Big job. So good to have you as well, Amanda.
Thank you.
Well, Debbie, we know Naper Settlement is an outdoor living history museum. I love that. But so much more than that. Tell us about the role it plays in our community.
Well, Naper Settlement is a gathering place to celebrate all the wonderful heritage that we have here. And there's so many people that have made Naperville what it is from its settlement in 1831 up to present day. And we're excited to be able to share those stories with people, past and more recent.
And people love to come. And Donna, Naper Settlement is starting, the season is out, and now we're looking at summer programs already. So tell us about some of them.
Well, April 1st started our open season, but our big event is Camp Naper for children in grades 1 through 8. And we had a week-long sampling of summer fun. So it was, each day was a special camp. Well, we enjoyed it so much that now we have a second week of more summer fun. And Camp Naper is a program that goes from June 16th through August 1st. But we also have our Settlement Sundays that start off on Father's Day. And right before that is our community camp out, where it's for the whole family and you get to camp out overnight. It's our version of a night at the museum.
And that, I was so intrigued by that. That just sounds like so much fun. So people come of all ages and
Pitch a tent,
can you
have a
pick
campfire
where you're going
meal.
to be, or
Yeah.
is everyone together?
There's lots of different areas to
So
choose
what's the most
from.
popular place?
Oh, I think everyone has their favorite.
Oh, okay.
Whether it's in the center of the grounds in the Village Green, or over by the log house, or up by the mansion.
Oh, too fun. And what do you think is the best way to experience Naper Settlement?
Well, I think that's a great way to experience it because you get to go behind the scenes of the museum. So you not only get to camp out overnight on the grounds under the starlit skies, but you also get a preview of the museum in the morning before the visitors come. So it's a very unique and special way to see the museum.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And you have so much going on that we're going from event to event here, but we want to get them all in. Debbie, tell us about Flashback Fridays. So clever.
You know, we have a collection of over 52,000 objects in the collection now. And people always want to know, well, what do you have? What are some of those interesting things? Whether it's a piece of furniture that the Kraler Company made, or a piece of clothing worn by Maddie Agerman, a librarian in town, or a piece of silver that was in one of the families. So our Friday Flashback Tours are held at our Fort Hill Collections Care and Storage Facility, and it gives the public an opportunity to go through the collection with our curatorial staff. And the first Friday of each month is when we hold them, and we have a different theme picked out for each month.
So a theme like, give me one example.
Like recreation artifacts. So from toys and games to musical instruments, anything that people would use to recreate, or hobbies like cameras, they'll get to see those different types of things and hear all kinds of interesting stories about them from our curatorial staff firsthand. So we're really trying to make a connection between people and the material culture that represents our lives.
Yeah, and our heritage. Oh, that's so exciting. Wonderful. Now, Amanda, summer is also a great time for some of your events.
Yes.
So tell us what we can expect this summer.
Well, first coming up is Civil War Days. It is May 17th and 18th. And Civil War Days is a perfect example of how Naper Settlement brings the past to the present. The entire grounds are completely transformed into a Civil War encampment. We have over 300 reenactors that totally act the part. It's part of their lifestyle, and they really bring the grounds to life for this event.
And then Naper Nights would be throughout the summer, right?
Correct. Naper Nights is, let me see if I get this right, June 20th and 21st, July 25th and 26th, and August 22nd and 23rd. And we're following in the same footsteps. It's similar to last year. We're following the History of Rock theme. So we'll have a variety of tribute bands, as well as this year we are mixing it up and having a couple cover bands in there to kind of bring in the younger crowd.
Fun, very fun. And also some construction underway. So tell us about
we've always got a
that.
project
You
underway
always have a
on top of our
project, yes.
programming. An area that we've really been looking to focus in is early childhood development, and we will be constructing a playscape this year within the inclusion of a splash pad in the area of Fort Payne. And this will be kind of a natural history area that will allow children to explore what Illinois was like when it was first settled in the 1830s, and interaction with Native Americans, with a little trading post and climbing equipment that's part of the fort, so it'll be like they can get up into the second floor of the blockhouse. The splash pad will have ground misters and cannons that you can shoot water at each other, as well as a hand pump with runnels to float leaves and things down, to really kind of mix it up with nature, but at an age level appropriate for children 2 to 7.
And they all love water.
They love to play in water. That tactile experience is very important to different brain connectivity. So we're really trying to offer a place for that physical and imaginative play, as well as social. There's a lot of socialization that people may not realize that goes on when you're taking turns walking across a footbridge or playing with the hand pump or the cannons. So very exciting.
And very early in their lives, you're giving them an appreciation for the history.
Yes, and at a level
Yeah.
that they can understand.
Yeah,
so
beautiful.
It'll be very nice to have that available for families, but also we'll be developing programming around that for children when they're younger, as they're going into the preschool and pre-kindergarten age as well.
Well, that is wonderful. I
And that'll
regret that
open this
we're-
summer.
Yes, I'm sorry we're out of time, but there's so much going on. We'll put the website up there. Thank you so much for what you add to this community. It's just wonderful. So
Thank you
we
for having
appreciate
us.
it. And we're going to pause briefly. When we come back, more Spotlight on Naperville, so stay with us.